Hello, welcome. This is a yoga flow to awaken the body. We are going to move our bodies, bend, stretch, get our breath going. We'll get our heart pumping, activating our muscles, and we'll feel really, really good when we're done. So let's get started in a child's pose. Knees go wide, stretch the arms forward, rest the forehead down to the mat. Take a big inhale through the nose. And on this first one, open the mouth, exhale it out. Good, just feeling that breath moving in and out of the body. Realizing that you are alive and well. You have the ability to be here on the mat, to practice, to move your body, to feel good. So let's take a big inhale. Exhale it out. Noticing how good that feels, the rest that brings to the body. So knowing that this child's pose is always here for you throughout the class. We always want the breath to cater to the poses rather than the other way around. So if your breath ever starts to speed up, please take the opportunity to come back to a child's pose, recalibrate, and then meet us back. So now let's start to turn on our Ujjayi breathing, keeping the mouth closed, in and out through the nostrils. Big inhale. Exhale out the nose. Again, inhale. Exhale. One more time here. Inhale. Out the nose. Exhale. Good. Keeping that breath going. Now start to add a little movement to the body. Rock the body right to left. Start to inch the fingertips a little closer towards the top edge of the mat. Just gaining a little more length through the spine. Maybe you feel the knees start to go a little wider. The hips start to press a little closer back towards the heels. Good. Come back through center, keeping the forehead down, bend the elbows, bring the hands to prayer, and then rest the thumbs on the back of the neck, setting up an intention for your practice. Or if you're a person of prayer, saying a prayer of thanks, of gratitude. Some are not so fortunate to have this opportunity to choose to do this, so breathe into that. You've chosen to be here. You've chosen to help your body, to help your mind, to help your soul, to find that unity. Release the hands back out, and then start to press your way up to a tabletop. Let's warm up the spine with cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly, tuck the toes, gaze up. Exhale, round, draw the tailbone down, press the mat away, chin to chest. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last one, inhale, fill up, gaze up. Press the chin forward at the top to stretch out through the throat. And then as you exhale, round the upper back, draw the tailbone down, belly button in towards the spine. Back to tabletop position. Let's do a wrist stretch. So point the fingers back towards the body, and then the edge of the wrist will point towards the top edge of the mat. Find some side-to-side movement, maybe leaning back a little deeper, but just trying to keep the palms grounded to the mat. Then let's flip the grip. So palms are faced up, fingers pointing in towards each other or all the way back pointing towards the body. Start to bend and straighten the elbows. Touch each finger to the thumb. Make fists. Good. And then press the tops of the feet down to the mat and set the hips back towards the heels. Go ahead, circle out the wrists, spark the fingers, open and close them. Let's inhale the arms overhead. Bring the right hand down to the right. Lean the body to the right. Bend the right elbow. Reach the left arm over. Come back through center. Lower the left hand down. Bend that left elbow. Reach the right arm over. Back through center. Reach the arms overhead. Take an inhale. Gaze towards the thumbs. And then as you exhale, finding your eagle arms, right arm goes under the left arm. So trying to find the spine, working the palms to touch, thumbs point towards the face. Inhale, lift the bind, release the head back, let it go. And then round chin into the chest, take the bind forward, fold. Take some big breaths here. Feel it in the back body. Feel that rounding of the upper back, the opening of the scapula. Inhale, come up. Release your bind, sweep the arms over, gaze thumbs. And then as you exhale, left arm goes under the right arm this time. Lift the elbows, lean back, let the head go. And then draw that bind forward, chin towards the chest. Take some deep inhales here. Draw the belly in towards the spine. Breathe into the upper back. Inhale, come up, sweep the arms overhead, gaze up, and then cactus the arms, squeeze the shoulder blades together, release the head back, let it go. Sweep the arms forward, plant the hands, and then walk them back so they're in line with the feet. Start to lean back, maybe lifting one knee at a time, maybe both knees, stretching out through the tops of the feet here. If you are one that has to wear heels at work, this is an excellent stretch for you. I used to be one of those women. God bless you. Lower the knees down to the mat, working some low Lasana lifts. Plant the hands by the knees, and then press into the hands. Draw the knees up and in towards the body, forehead towards the knees. And then let's lower the knees back down. Do again, plant hands, draw knees in towards the body, forehead to knee. Exhale, lower down. One more time, third set. Plant hands, draw those knees in, press, press, press away. Chin towards chest. Lower the knees down. Good. Walk the hands forward. Shift the body weight forward. Lower the hips down to the mat. Bend the heels up towards the glutes, and then roll the feet towards the right. Lean the left ear towards left shoulder. Come back through center. Roll the feet towards the left, right ear towards right shoulder. Good. Come back through center. Lower the feet down, and then bend the elbows. Lower the heart down to the mat. Extend the arms out to a T. Keep the left hand under the left shoulder. Bend the left heel up towards the glute, and then step it behind the body. Left hand can stay in front of you, or you can start to bind it behind with the palm facing out. Back through center, switch it out. So right hand under right shoulder, extend left arm out, right heel up to the glute, step it behind you. Little spinal twist here, little shoulder stretch. Make your way back through center. Bring the forearms to the mat, finding a Sphinx pose. So the elbow is directly under the shoulders, arms are at number 11, feet are hips width distance apart. Start to squeeze the shoulder blades together. Think about energetically trying to touch the hip bones and the elbows together. Keep squeezing back. Then lower the chin towards the chest. Keep squeezing those shoulder blades together. Roll right ear towards right shoulder. Back through center, roll left ear, left shoulder. Roll the chin back through center, press into the palms, thumbs point forward, straighten out the elbows, lift the gaze, release the head back. Good, bend the elbows, lowering back down to our Sphinx pose. Extend the right arm forward and then lift the left leg up. We're lifting up and lower. Lift, lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice. Bring that right hand back to that Sphinx pose. Extend the left arm out. Keep that right leg pulled out from the body and active. We're lifting and lowering. Lift and lower for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Left hand comes back down. Lower the forehead down to the mat. Shimmy the hips right and left. And then bring the legs together so the big toes and the heels come to touch. Unless your low back is a little tricky, you've got previous injury, something like that, then keep your feet hips width distance apart. But if it's okay for your low back, bring the legs together, heels and the big toes come to touch. Squeeze the legs together. Place the hands, one hand on top of the other, and bring the forehead to the back of the top hand. As you inhale, press the tops of the feet, anchor the pubic bone down into the mat, and then lift the palms and the forehead up. And then we'll lower that package down. So press into the tops of the feet, anchor them down into the mat. Inhale, lift, and lower. Inhale, lift, lower. Good. Using that strength of the back body here. Inhale, lift, and lower. Lift, lower. Let's do 3 more. Inhale, lift. Keep pressing the pubic bone down, tops of the feet down. Lower. For 2. Lower. Last one. Lift, hold. Think about the amazing posture you're going to have. 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Windshield wiper, or shimmy the hips right and left. Or if it feels good to bend the knees, windshield wiper the feet right and left. Whatever feels good. Release the legs back, tuck the toes, walk the hands back so they're under the shoulders. Press up, high straight arm plank. Send the hips high, downward facing dog. Pedal out your knees, alternate right heel to the mat, left heel to the mat. Gaze towards the belly button, press into the hands, sending the hips high. Breathe. Inhale the heels off the mat, and then walk the feet on the tiptoes up to the hands. When you reach the top, bend the knees, grab opposite elbow, bring the chin to the chest so the belly can hang heavy on top of the thighs. Just let the head go. Rock side to side, front to back, maybe roll the ankles in and out. Release the hands down to the mat. Put a bend in the right knee. Keep the right hand planted. Straighten out the left leg and open the left arm up. Gaze towards the left thumb. Keep pressing that left hip back. Draw the belly in. Come back through center. Plant left hand. Bend left knee. Straighten right leg. Open right arm up. Gaze towards right thumb. Right hand comes down. Interlace the fingers behind the body. Let gravity take the arms over. You can keep the bend in the knees here, but bring the chin towards the chest. So let it go. Find a little sway if that feels good for you. Keep the bind, put a bend in the knees, press into the heels, and let the bind lift you up to standing. When you reach the top, keep that bind, press into the heels, turn the quads on, activate the core, squeeze the glutes, press hips forward, lean back. Take that fist package down the back of the legs, let the head go. Good, keep squeezing the glutes, pressing the hips forward. Inhale, come up. Release your bind, sweep the arms overhead, gaze towards the thumbs. And as you exhale, swan dive, open the arms, bend the knees, fold forward. Hands plant, forehead comes towards the knees. And then let's inhale, halfway lift. Hands can come to the shins, the thighs, or the mat. Crown of the head forward, stomach in, back is flat. Exhale, fold. You can bend the knees, press the palms into the mat, forehead towards knees. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, Uttanasana, forward fold. Plant the hands, step, hop, walk, or float the feet back, high straight arm plank. Hold here. Start to feel that body activate. Remember, we're awakening the body, so feel those muscles turn on, feel that engagement. Be grateful for it. You are alive and well and able to do this. Shift the body weight forwards and back. Keeping hips in line with shoulder, core stays active for 3, 2, 1. Shift forward. Remember, always an option to drop to the knees, but we wrap the elbows in. As you lower the chest down, keep the elbows tight by the rib cage. As you inhale, pull the heart through, press into the tops of the feet, and then you're pressing into the hands, keeping the shoulders away from the ears. Gaze up. And then chin towards chest, roll over the tops of the feet, meeting in a downward facing dog. Breathe, gaze towards the belly. Send the right leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, right heel towards left glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle the toes. Warm up the hip joint by drawing some circles with the right knee in one direction. Option to reverse the direction. Straighten the right leg, elevate the left heel off the mat, send the body weight forward, knee to forehead in a Savasana. Send it back. Right knee, right tricep, tap it to the outside or find your Ekapada. Send it back. Right knee, left tricep, tap it to the outside. Work to keep the hips squared or fly. Send it back. Right knee to forehead, doing those 3 knee thrusters. So we lower the right knee, press up and away, draw the knee in towards the body. Lower, press, lower, press. Step the right foot forward, sweep the arms up, high crescent lunge. Cactus the arms, tap the left knee down, and then straighten lift. Cactus tap and lift for 2. Last one. Lower the left knee down to the mat. Inhale the arms up. Scoot the right toes a little more forward. Bend into the right knee. Engage the left glute here. One more inhale, lift up. Exhale, lean back. Shift back, runner stretch. This time, shift the weight all the way back to the heel, adding that toe stretch in here. So keeping these right toes flexed towards the face, sitting the hip back to the left heel. You can fold over the right leg, or you can keep the arms active and elevated behind the body. Good, let's shift forward. Tuck the left toes, lift the left knee, meeting in a high crescent lunge. So press the back of the left knee out, knit the ribs together. Keep lifting up through the arms. Inhale, find that length. As you exhale, lean forward, hover the belly over the right thigh. Meeting in a warrior 3, bend the left knee, lift off. Hands can stay in front of you for a little challenge, or if you can bring them to heart center if you need to lighten the load a little bit. Good, let's do 5. Left knee to the back of the right, bend, extend, bend, extend. For 3, for 2, for 1. Reach out. We're landing in a warrior 1, so bend the right knee, lower the left foot down at a 45-degree angle. Bend the right knee, find that 90-degree bend, light between the shoulders and the ears. Cactus the arms, lean back. Interlace the fingers behind you, roll back. Then lead with the heart, bend into the right knee, humble your warrior. Take the chin towards the chest. Try to draw the hips towards the back of the mat rather than bumping them off to the right. With every exhale, feel that fold go a little deeper. Extended side angle. Right hand makes its way to the instep of the right foot. Left bicep by the ear. Pressing into the blade edge of the left foot, reaching the left arm forward. Draw the belly in. Keep the bend in the right knee. Extend both arms forward like we're holding that beach ball in our hands. Strong core here. Press into the feet. Stability through the feet here. Split the arms north and south. Gaze towards the left thumb. Then the elbow, bring it behind the body. Stay here, half bind. Keep working the gaze up, drawing the left shoulder back. Or you can work that full bind. Right hand goes under the thigh, clasping the left hand. If you want to build bird of paradise or bound standing split, feel free. I'm going to do bound standing split today, so hopping the left foot up, shift weight into the right foot, and start to lift that left leg up. Keep one spot of focus on the floor. Meeting back in extended side angle, left bicep by the ear. Rise up, warrior 2. 3, pumping warrior, straighten the right leg, reach to the top. Squeeze the glutes to the top, turn on the quads. And then exhale to 2. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to 2. One more, inhale. Exhale, warrior 2. Flip the front palm, reverse, reach back. Keep reaching back. Now straighten out that right leg. Continue to reach back further. Lift the torso up. Heel toe the left foot in 2 times. That's how I like to set my triangle up. Right foot pointed forward. Back foot parallel to back edge of the mat. Turn the quads on. Draw the belly in. Reach forward, reach forward, reach forward till you can't anymore. And then the arms go north and south. You can use a block under the right hand, or you can press the back of the hand against this inner part of the ankle. Or I like to peace finger bind my right big toe, lifting up through my left arm. Gazing out towards the left thumb. If that's tricky on your neck, you can bring the gaze down to the big toe. Bring the gaze down. Bend the right knee, press off, half moon. Left leg lifts, right hand comes down to the floor, stacking left shoulder on top of right, left hip on top of right hip. The left arm keeps making its way up towards the sky, so much so that the right fingertips start to hover above the mat. Maybe bringing right hand to heart center. Maybe bending the left knee, grabbing the top of the foot with the left hand. Or maybe reaching the right arm under, and then also grabbing the top of the foot with the right hand. Good. Finding a revolved parivrita, Ardha Chandrasana, revolved half moon. Keep the left leg lifted, left hand comes down, right arm opens up. Stacking right shoulder on top of left. Keep lifting the left heel a little higher with every inhale breath. Keep kicking through that left leg, keeping it active. And then we're just bending the right knee, stepping back to this revolved crescent lunge. So the left arm is forward, right arm is back, and you're in a crescent lunge with the left heel stacked over the toes. Right hand goes down to the back of the leg, reach the left arm back. And then cartwheel the arms down, plant the hands, step the right foot back. Shift the body weight forward, chaturanga, option to drop to the knees. Exhale, you lower down, elbows tight by the rib cage. Inhale, pull the heart through. Press into the top of the feet, press into the hands, lift the gaze. Chin to chest, downward facing dog. Pedal it out, breathe. Good, are you feeling awake and alive? Breathe. Nice, keep the mouth closed. Continue breathing in and out through the nostrils, maintaining that control of the breath here. Send the left leg high. Bend the knee, open the hip, left heel towards right glute. Circle out the ankle, wiggle out the toes. Draw some circles with the left knee. And then reverse the direction. Send the left leg high. Elevate the right heel off of the mat. Send left knee to forehead round. Send it back. Left knee, left tricep. Tap it to the outside. Hold there or fly. Send it back. Left knee, right tricep. Tap it to the outside or fly. Ekapada 2. Send it back. Left knee to forehead, finding those 3 knee thrusters here. So we lower, press away, lift. Draw the knee in towards the body. Lower, lift, lower, lift. Step the left foot forward, high crescent lunge. Keep reaching those arms up, biceps by the ears, belly is in. Shift the body weight forward, hover the belly over the thigh. Inhale back up. Cactus the arms, tap the right knee, and then straighten. Cactus, straighten, cactus, straighten. One more time. Cactus, high crescent lunge, meeting back here. Lower the left knee down. Scoot the left toes a little more forward. Lift up, lean back. And then shift back, runner stretch. Flex the left toes towards the face, but then we're shifting all the way back, adding that toe stretch on the right foot. So pulling the heart towards the left toes, you keep the left foot flexed. Keeping the hands down, you can keep them active by interlacing them behind the body. Shift forward, plant the left foot, tuck right toes, lift right knee, meeting back in that high crescent lunge. Press the back of the right knee out, draw the belly in, sit low, find that 90-degree bend in the left knee. Send the arms forward, hover the belly over the thigh. And bend the right knee, press off warrior 3. Arms can stay out, keeping that load a little heavier, or you can bring hands to heart center. Finding those Shiva squats here, we're doing 5. So right knee goes to the back of the left, arms draw in, and then extend the limbs out. Bring it in, send it out for 3, for 2. Last one, reach the limbs out. And then we're bending the left knee, lowering the right foot to a warrior 1, Virabhadrasana A. So check out your feet, left foot pointed forward, back foot pointed to 45 degrees. Bending into the left knee, cactus the arms, lean back. Then interlace the fingers behind you. As you roll the shoulders back, guide that fist package down the right leg. Then lead with the heart, humble.
Chin towards the chest, take the bind with you. Gaze towards the belly button. And notice here, are the hips bumping out to the left, or are you drawing them back towards the back of the mat? You want to draw them to the back, so keep pressing into the left foot. Extended side angle, left hand to the instep of the left foot, right bicep by the ear. Keep the bend in the left knee, extend both arms forward, holding that beach ball in our hands. Firmly press into the feet here. Draw the belly in. Split the arms so they go north and south. Gaze up towards the right thumb. Bend that right elbow, bring it behind the body so you have the palm facing out. It's a great place to stay here. Just keep working the right shoulder back and the gaze up. If you've got that full bind, left arm goes under the thigh, and then left hand hooks right. If you're working balance standing split with me, hop right foot up to meet left. Press into the left foot. Start to sweep that right leg up. Good. Back to our extended side angle. That's not one of those I'm able to talk in yet. It takes a lot of concentration for me to do that one. Rise up, warrior two. One day. Gaze over the front middle finger. Maybe I just talked too much. Open this left knee up towards the pinky toe edge. Turn this right quad on. Let's do 3 pumping warriors. Straighten the left leg. Reach to the top. Gaze towards the thumbs. Ride the breath down, warrior two. Inhale, reach up, squeeze up. Exhale to 2. One more. Inhale. Exhale, warrior two. Sit low in that front knee. Scoot the left foot a little more forward. Really get into it. Flip the front palm reverse. Bend into the left knee, reach back, and then press into the left foot, straighten the left leg. Keep reaching back. Lift the torso up. For my triangle, I like to heel toe my right foot in 2 times, but you do you. Turn your triceps on, draw the belly in, reach, reach, reach. Arms go to 12 and 6. Left hand on the block, back of the hand against the inner part of the ankle, or peace fingers hug the big toe. Gaze up towards the thumb, and turn that right quadricep on. Press into the blade edge of the right foot. Bring the gaze down, bend the left knee, press off the right foot, half moon. So stacking the body, right shoulder stacks over left shoulder, right hip stacks over left hip. Playing with your balance here, maybe working left hand up to heart center. If you fall out, don't worry about it, just get back in. Maybe bending the right knee, grabbing the top of the foot with the right hand. Maybe working that double bind, left hand wraps under, grabbing the top of the right foot. Noisy scooters. Let's revolve it. Right hand comes down, keep the right leg lifted, open the left arm up. Left shoulder stacks on top of the right shoulder. Keep lifting the right heel a little higher with every inhale breath. Drawing that left arm back a little bit, trying to find that deep, awesome twist. Good. Inhale, kick that right leg back, and then inhale, lift it up. Bend the left knee, step back in this revolved crescent. So the right arm is forward, left arm is back. So you just land that right foot down. Gaze towards the left thumb. Squeeze the inner thighs together to find your balance. Left hand to the back of the leg, right arm reaches back. Cartwheel the arms down. Plant the hands, step the left foot back, hold here. Drop to the forearms, forearm plank. Lift the right toes off the mat. We're drawing the right knee in towards the right tricep and then sending it back without lowering the toes down. So bring it in, send it back, bring it in, Send it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the right toes down, lift the left toes. Draw the left knee in and then shoot it back. Bring it in, shoot it back. Good. Find that deep core work here. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower the left toes down, walk the feet in, dolphin. Gaze towards your belly button, press into the forearms. If you have a Pincha Mayurasana in your practice, bring the gaze forward, come on the tiptoes, press off the grounded foot, whichever one you have grounded, and create that split in the air. Then bring the legs together. I do have a tutorial on this if you need a little extra instruction. Meeting back in Pincha. Let's gaze towards the thumbs. 5 dolphin dives, nose taps, thumb, bring it back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press into the palms, down dog, nice. Use this down dog as your rest. Unless your breath has sped up, then maybe pause, come to a child's pose. But otherwise, we work to control our breath here. In through the nose. Exhaling out through the nose. Bring the gaze forward. Step or hop the feet to meet the hands. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Hips in the chair, Utkatasana. So the big toes, the ankles, and the knees are touching. Set the hips back like you're sitting in a chair and then lift the biceps by the ears. Suck the belly in towards the spine. Weight is in the heels here. Let's find our eagle. Right arm goes under the left arm and then right knee goes over the left leg. So just like we did at the beginning with our arms, right arm is under, right leg is over. Keep lifting the upper body, squeezing the inner thighs together. Roll the shoulders back and down the body. Tap elbows to knee. Hold here. Good. Come back through center. Press into the left foot. Draw the right knee in towards the body. Send the right leg back, keeping your bind, and try to draw the bind forward for this bound warrior 3. Release your arms, sweep them back. Keep that right leg lifted. And then hands come to heart center. Let's tap the right toes to the mat and then lift them up. Tap them and lift for 3, 2, 1. Standing split, hands come down, right leg lifts. Hands are down on the mat. You can keep both hands grounded, or you can start to wrap that left hand behind the leg, forehead towards knee, or maybe playing around with both arms, really challenging your balance here, working forehead towards knee. Or if you like to get upside down, you have handstands in your practice. Hands under shoulders, let the right leg guide the way, press off the left foot, grip the fingertips, so even the knuckles lift off the mat. You're gripping into the fingertips, press up, create that split in the air. Then bring the legs together at the top. Good. Lower that right knee behind the left heel. Come down to your seat. So this time, left knee is up, right knee is down. We're in Ardha Matsyendrasana, half Lord of the Fishes. So left hand plants behind you, lift up through the right arm. Elbow on the outside of the knee, lift up through the spine, twist, gaze over the left shoulder. Counter the posture, bow the body to the right, forehead comes down. Rise up, find a 90-90. Stacking the shins just like fire logs. So one shin completely over the other shin, creating this little triangle shape in between your legs. So this left ankle is directly over top of the right knee, left knee over top of right ankle. Lift up, inhale, start to lean forward. Using a deep breath here. Any tight spaces, close the eyes, and that long exhale there. Rise up, finding a Savasana boat pose. So the knees are up, hands can stay on the mat, fingers point forward. You can have the knees bent or you can straighten the legs. But we inhale, lift up, exhale to a low boat. Inhale, lift, lower, lift, lower. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one's a hollow body hold. Hold here, scissor kick the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, long body stretch. Continuing with our ab series here. We've done a lot of eagle, so let's go with that theme. So wrapping the right knee over the left knee, finding that eagle bind. Right arm goes under the left arm. So tap the elbows to the knees, crunch up, and then tap the toes and the fingertips down. So crunch up and lower. Crunch, lift, lower. Good. Anchor the low back down into the mat. Really crunch up. Try to lift those hips as well. For 3, 2, crunch up, hold. Last one, hold. Keep touching the elbows to the knees. And release. Good. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Breathe here. Hug the knees into the chest. Rock up and down the spine 3 times. On that last one, we plant the hands, step, hop, walk, or float the feet through, finding a chaturanga. To an up dog, meeting in a downward facing dog. Press into the hands, gaze towards the belly button. Bring the gaze forward, step, hop, walk, or float the feet through, or forward, coming into a forward fold. Let's inhale, half lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. Hips in the chair, Utkatasana. Biceps by the ears. Weight is in the heels. Suck the belly in, neutralize through the tailbone. So finding left arm under the right arm, Garudasana, eagle on the left side, and then left leg goes over the right leg. Draw the tailbone down, lift the upper body. Draw the elbows down and close to the body. Tap elbows to knee. Straighten the right leg. Take the left knee with you. And then send the left leg back. Keep your bind. Warrior 3 with bound eagle arms. Try to pull the bind forward. Extend the left leg back. Release your bind. Sweep the arms back. Think about touching the pinkies behind the body. Find that up dog in the chest. Hands come to heart center, tapping the left toes to the mat and then lifting them up. Lower, lift, lower, lift. That's 3, 2. Last one. Hands plant, standing split. Forehead towards knee. Lift through the belly of the left hamstring. Again here, hands can stay grounded. You can start to play with balance. Bring the right hand behind, maybe the left hand. Working forehead towards knee or playing with those handstand presses. Lift the left leg, press off the right foot, create that split in the air, grip the fingers into the mat. Nice. Lower the left knee behind the right heel. Coming down to our Ardha Matsyendrasana. Right knee down, left knee is up and bent this time. Right hand goes behind you, lift up through the left arm, lengthen. Left arm on the outside of the knee, twist. Gaze over the right shoulder, suck the belly in. Good, wring it all out here. This is how we awaken the body. This is aiding in digestion, our elimination systems. One more inhale, find the length through the spine. As you exhale, really use the elbow against the knee as leverage to twist. Back through center. Let's find that shin stack 90-90. So rather than just sitting cross-legged, it's a little more awkward. It's kind of a theme here. If it's kind of the more uncomfortable way, then it's probably right. So stack the shins, keep the feet flexed. So this time your right knee is over the left ankle. So lift up and then start to lean forward. If you need to put a block or something in between the elevated knee, you can do that. So just close the eyes wherever you feel a tight space. Breathe there. Really getting into those outer hips here. Rise up. Let's find that Navasana second set, boat pose. So this time we'll add a twist with it. So as you lower down, you draw knees to right, arms to left, and extend out, knees left, arms right. So find that little twist here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. On the last one, hollow body hold, and then we're fluttering the feet. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, long body stretch. Point through the toes, reach the arms overhead. Inhale. Exhale it out. All right, finding those eagle crunches, the left side. So this time left arm goes under the right arm, left leg over the right leg. So eagle crunches, tap and lift, squeeze, and then tap the toes and the fingers over the head. So lift those hips to really tap up. For 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, hold, crunch up, lift those hips, tap elbows to knees, anchor the low back down into the mat. 3, 2, 1, release. Windshield wiper the knees right and left. Hug the knees into the chest, rock up and down the spine 3 times. On the last one, plant the hand, step, hop, walk, float it through. Pass through a chaturanga to an up dog, downward facing dog. Send the right leg high, bend the knee, open the hips, stay here or flip your dog, lower the right foot, press the hips up, reach the right arm forward, let the head go. Right hand plants, right leg lifts. Right knee to chest, kick it out to the left. Lower this left heel down, then lower the right foot. Spiral the left arm open, lift the hips, let the head go. Ball and triangle. Lower the left hand down, optional push up. Keep the legs scissored, push up. Send the right leg back. Right foot goes wide. Lower the left knee down for a lizard lunge. Stay here, stay on the palms, or go to the forearms, your choice. You can play around here by rolling to blade edge of foot, or you can keep the right knee in close towards the shoulder. Just targets a little bit of a different place in the hip. Just do what you need. Of course, you can play around with both. Finding a quad stretch. So coming back to the hands, you can reach the right arm back, place it on the hip, gaze back over the shoulder, or if you want to go a little deeper, you can be on the forearms, reach the right arm back, and then you can start to bend the left foot up towards the body. Obviously, you can do the grabbing the foot on the palms as well. But wherever you are, take this right shoulder and just rotate it back. Keep working the gaze up. And as you draw the foot in towards the body, also kick into the hand. Slowly release the foot, plant the right hand, press your way up, and then shimmy the right toes or right foot to midline. Shift the body weight back. Second set, runner's stretch. Or if you work full splits in your practice, work full splits. I have been trying to incorporate more full splits because it's just one of those things I subconsciously seem to just like skip over all the time. So I'm actively trying to cue them more because I obviously need them. So just breathe. And when you're working these full splits, your back foot, unless you've got a beautiful full split already, keep these toes tucked because we want to avoid the like cheerleader kind of style splits where you're sideways. This is Hanumanasana. So we're working the left heel is up and stacked over the toes, and we're just trying to get this left hip squared. So we're trying to get the hip squared in a nice full split. Good, make your way out. Plant the hands. Try to sweep the right leg high, maybe counter the pose, and the right heel towards the left glute. And then let's lower the right foot down. Moving on to the left side. Extend the left leg high. Then step it to the left edge of the mat. Lower the right knee down, lizard lunge this side. So again, you can be on palms, on forearms, whatever works for you. But just close the eyes down. These deep hip openers require a lot of meditation. So make this a moving meditation. Just keep the eyes closed. Start to draw inward a little bit more. And just truly start to utilize the breath here. It's truly not something that we just talk about. It's not some woo-woo thing, I promise. It truly aids in your postures. And when I say send the breath there, like find those tight spaces in your body. Close your eyes and truly send a deep, long, slow exhale there. I swear it helps. It just allows your body to soften into a posture. It sends signals to your brain telling you you're safe, you're okay. Let's take one more breath here. Inhale. Exhale. Let's pass through a quad stretch so you can be on the palms and reach the left arm back. Place it on the hip, gaze back. You can bend up the foot towards the body, or you can stay on the forearm and do the same. But just wherever you are, draw that left shoulder back. Work the gaze up. And release. Shimmy the left foot to the midline. Shift the body weight back for your runner stretch. So staying here, working toes flex towards face, or if you like to progress into that full split work, you can do that here. So remember, as we inch the right foot back, that right heel stays tucked. The right toes are tucked and the heel is tucked over the toes. Unless you have that beautiful open split, then you can lower the top of the foot down to the mat. So this is another posture where we send that breath to the tight spaces. Because Lord, I've got them. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Let's find our way out. Plant hands. Sweep the left leg high. Counter the posture. Bend left heel towards right glute. Straighten the left leg. Lower it down. Let's look forward. Bend the knees. Step, hop, walk, or float the feet through. Coming to your seat. And then let's bend the knees. Send the arms forward, chin towards chest. Let's slowly roll down the spine. Continue with that control. Core strength here. All the way down to the back. So walk the feet in. Press the heels, or bring the heels near the glutes. And then press into the heels, lifting the hips. So we're just doing one. We'll progress bridge into wheel if that's where you choose to go, or you can stay in bridge the entire time. You can use hands under your hips for support, or you can start to interlace the fingers underneath the body and you just kind of rock the body right and left and right and left. And every time you rock, you tuck the shoulders a little deeper underneath the body, and then try to squeeze the palms together. The fingers are interlaced, and then you're pressing the heels into the mat, lifting the hips up. And then if you want to move into full wheel, stay here lifted. Just plant the hands over the shoulders and press your way up. If you're in that full wheel, start to press into the feet. Work to straighten the legs, really trying to open up through the armpits here, your anterior serratus muscles. Good, and then slowly roll down the spine, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, you can windshield wiper the knees side to side. Hug the knees into the chest, extend the legs up to the sky. Place the hands under the hips. Close the eyes here, just take a moment. There are so many benefits to getting your legs up the wall. This is a must-do every day for me. So please feel free to stay here. But if you do have a plow pose, halasana in your practice, start to pike the legs overhead. You can use your hands on your back for support to guide the hips over. You can always bend the knees, rest them on the forehead. Eventually, when the feet do reach the floor behind you, just like we did in bridge pose where you rock the body right to left, you'll do that same thing, interlacing the fingers. And then eventually tops of the feet will come to the floor. And in this pose and shoulder stand as well, we always just want to gaze up to our navel. Avoid looking side to side. We just want to protect our cervical spine here. And if you have shoulder stand, bring the hands to the low back. Pike the legs up, walk the hands towards the shoulder blades, and then press the hips towards the back of the mat, and feet kind of press their way towards the front of the mat. Good. Flex and spread the toes, arch the feet, squeeze the glutes, reach the thighs up. Then passing through a Karna Pidasana, deaf yogi. So you bend the knees, lower them down towards the forehead, and then you try to frame the ears with the knees. And then extending the legs out, rolling down the spine, slow and controlled, one vertebrae at a time. When the hips land, bring the soles of the feet together, knees go wide, Supta Baddha Konasana, placing a hand on the belly and a hand on the heart, or reaching the arms overhead, grab opposite elbow. And just let the knees butterfly open, have the feet resting on the mat. And hug the knees into the chest. Keep the right knee in, extend the left leg long. And draw the right knee over to the left, let the gaze fall to the right. Unwind back through center, hug both knees in. Keep left knee in, extend the right leg out. Left knee goes over to the right, gaze falls to the left. Come back through center. Hug the knees into the chest. Arms wrap around the knees, chin to chest, forehead to knees. Inhale, squeeze the body in, lift the shins up towards the sky, hug in tight. And then Savasana, open up the legs, open up the arms, palms face up, feet fall away. Allow the fingers to naturally curl in, the muscles throughout the face soften. Release the tongue from the roof of the mouth and just start to let it all go. Take this time in the spinal Savasana to let the energy of the poses work their way through your body. Let the yoga do its work, since you have done such beautiful work yourself. I hope after this class you are able to do all of your necessary tasks of life. I hope your body feels awake and enlivened. And even though those tasks sometimes seem menial and unnecessary, we want to be able to do those things throughout the course of our life. We never want to wake up and realize that we aren't able to do these things anymore, so we must keep moving, we must stay active, we must keep these bodies moving and alive and well. So thank you so much for joining me today on the mat. It is always an honor and a true pleasure, and I'm so grateful for you for tuning in and joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day wherever it takes you. Namaste. Bye.